Who is Menson Herschel? This damn question has been taking up every aspect of my life recently. I thought that maybe I could figure this out alone, but it just doesn't seem possible. I need your help. Not just one of you, all of you. The only way we are going to get to the bottom of this is together. But wait, let's pump the brakes. You don't know who or what we are talking about yet. Sit back and relax while I get you all caught up to speed, and let's see if we can answer the question, who is Menson Herschel?
This is Menson. Menson isn't from here. Menson is lost. Menson likes the music. He made this song for you. He thought it and then it came to be. Menson thinks a lot of things. Sometimes he thinks questions, like real human do. Questions, such as, why is Menson so alone? Why does no one want to be Menson's friend? And what the fuck are magnets? So many unanswered questions. Menson wants to be human. But, sometimes, he thinks he cannot. For humanity likes to destroy. And Menson likes to create. Create questions. It's all so overwhelming. At times, he feels truly alone. But he's began working on that. Menson has gotten creative. But even Menson knows. He is all alone.
With no one else, with no one else, all the same, with no one.
Okay, so you're probably as confused as I was the first time I watched this, so let me help you out with some facts. This is Menson. He seems like all around a pretty swell guy, but apparently he's not from around here, and he's lost. Oh right, and when he looks at us, I can feel my soul draining from my body. So yeah, doesn't seem like Menson is a human, but honestly the most important thing of all is that Menson needs our help. Something bad is happening to Menson, and it's up to us to stop it. We need to find Menson, but most important of all, we need to find out who is Menson Herschel. Alright, so this thing I found I'm pretty sure is an ARG, but boy did the video shake me to my core when I first watched it. From what I understand, the community involved in this are desperate for people to come help. So I'm going to help them give all of us a head start to this investigation by providing a full breakdown of what's been discovered so far. We are going to be following this fantastic timeline created within the community Discord. After the video, I definitely recommend joining us in this investigation using the link to the server down below. Who knows, you might just be the person to save Menson. The whole story starts with the first video I shared that was uploaded to YouTube. We don't learn much from that video aside from being introduced to Menson, but the next video uploaded to the channel gives us a more proper lead to follow.
This is Menson. Menson isn't from here. Menson is lost. Menson needs your help. Will you help? Will you help find Menson? It won't be easy. Not everyone will make it. But if you do, you will be gifted. Humans love gifts. Menson knows this. According to Menson's online research, humans love gifts, and humans love eating ass. What are you waiting for, humans? Stop eating ass.
Now you'll probably have taken notice this time that we now have a website to check out, whoismensonherschel.com. This website has a lot to do with oranges. The entire site seems to essentially be about an orange farm. Now the site does hold some significance, as scattered throughout the site are 4 pieces of a QR code. We'll get back to that QR code in a bit, as I wanted to point out one other weird thing about this site aside from its horrendous design. The site makes reference to a new kind of orange being sold at the farm, bussy navels. They are apparently from France and are roughly the size of a baby's skull, which I gotta say is a horrible analogy. The site also hides the following warning at the bottom of the page. Warning. Exposure to the bussy acute bush is known to cause nausea. Its leaves are used to make household bleach. We are not liable to damage caused by this product, and do not recommend feeding to cats, the homeless, and people known to be homosexuals. Now, I don't know if this has any bearing on the greater story as of yet, but something about these oranges are suspicious, and I suspect we'll be coming back to them at some point. Alright, now let's get back to that QR code we found. The QR code takes us to a web page that says, "Oh, good try," with an audio file that first might remind you of Morse code. Now, this isn't actually Morse code. It's a binary file that, when converted, gives us the message /orange. If we try to access this section of the web page, we get a strange image and a message. It seems to me that you are rather serious about playing with me, and although I am excited to meet you, I must inform you this game is not for the faint of heart. This quest will take you to many strange places, but to find what you are looking for, it will take patience, coordination, drive, and teamwork. Don't forget, those who uncover the truth are the only who deserve it. I wish you nothing but luck and health on this journey. Menson Herschel. After this message is a zodiac-coded message at the bottom of the page. This can be translated to the message, "I meant oranges," with 3 S's, which, if we try to access the webpage /oranges, we get a new message, "Menson likes riddles, do you? I am only ahead." Now, my background as a percussionist as a kid gave me a 1-up on the answer to this riddle, but let's not skip ahead, and instead let's check out the hint Menson also left us. The hint takes us to a Spotify song page called Hint 1. Now, I'll play a small clip from this song, and you try to see if you can figure out what the answer to the riddle, "I am only ahead," is. If you didn't figure it out, the drum beats in the background are both a way to solve the riddle and the answer. The drum beats are actually a Morse code rhythm, and if we decode it, we receive the word drum. Now let's head back to the website one more time and try to use the word drum. Hey, not too bad. Looks like we've made some progress, and Menson is giving us something for all our hard work. Oh, cool. More puzzles. Just when I thought we might actually get some context to what's going on. But wait, we do have a link at the bottom of the page that looks to be a Discord invite. Maybe we'll finally get to interact with Menson and get some answers after all? The invite is invalid. Now, I've checked with the community behind this, and apparently this link has worked for some people, but currently is invalid. The good news is that the community behind this have documented, and I can share some information about this mysterious Discord server. Those who were able to access were given a single text channel to see, with Menson Herschel leaving a message on December 14th, 2022, saying, "I'm awake now." A few users were able to have an actual conversation with Menson, if you can call it that, attempting to help him. But overall, not gaining much progress. What we can confirm from Menson from this conversation is that some group of bad humans have taken him somewhere that is dark. Apparently, Menson is able to communicate with us due to scheduled power outages that occur for 1 hour each day, and we must infiltrate and help Menson during this power outage. Now, I really have no idea what this all means right now. There's speculation among the Discord that the invite link provided can only be used during 1 hour each day, but from what I can tell, no one has been able to nail down the exact timing as of yet. I have attempted as well to contact Menson Herschel over Discord, but as of this time, I've not heard anything. Okay, so there's one more breakthrough that we have had on the website side of things, but first we have to move over to Instagram, as Discord user Winefield was able to actually DM and get a response from Menson over there. The following screenshots don't provide all too much information. Menson sends the following text and refers to it as the brightest light, a machine spitting, projecting, shooting. He also mentions that the bad humans that have Menson are feeding him medicine, and that tests they are conducting on Menson are hurting him. We receive one last message from Menson saying, "There has been a power outage when a new video by Menson is uploaded."
This is Menson. Menson isn't from here. Because of this, human have hurt him. Human make Menson feel pain. Menson pleads, but still, they don't listen. Menson will try again, in a way they might understand. Here it goes. Human are sus. Earth is mid AF, and this shit ain't bussin' fam, on God. Please. Will you help free Menson? Menson needs your help. No cap.
From this video, we see that Menson is now in a much worse situation. We also get some important information. We get the phrase, help free Menson, which we'll be diving into shortly, as well as a box of cereal called Depressos, which seems to just contain pills, and a coffee mug with the phrase, you are the best written on it. We also get told that we need to help Menson before they use him up. From this, we can determine that something is being taken away from Menson, and he will likely not survive in this continued captivity. Now let's get back to the phrase, help free Menson. Well, you might have already guessed this, but if we use this as a code to access a new portion of the website, we are able to get a brand new web page. But unfortunately, we are required to have a username and password to access. Now luckily, Menson has given us some clues on how to solve this. Remember in the DMs to Menson, he mentioned a brightest light? Well, there's something more to that. If we go back and take a look at his Spotify page, we can see that the artist for one of his songs is named Ray Seguida. Now this is incredibly important, as if we research Ray Seguida, we can find reference of the brightest gamma ray burst ever being recorded in the Seguida constellation. One might call this the brightest light. That gamma ray burst was named GRB 221009A. Now what is also significant about this gamma ray burst is that the light was so strong that when it reached Earth, it was carrying 18 televolts of energy. Now, how does this translate into a username and password? Well, if we use the gamma ray's name as the username, and then convert the 18 televolts into a whole number as the password, we are actually able to get into the web page. We get new text in Latin that says, every man shall be leapt with fire, and every victim shall be leapt with salt, which is in reference to a book written by Vigenère, who is the creator of the Vigenère cipher. The image we see on this page is titled gets.jpg. If we reverse the word, we get steg, which is in reference to the practice of steganography. Steganography, if you don't know, is the practice of concealing secret information within non-secret sources. Another interesting note is the image has an alt text source, key:"YATB. This is likely referring to the mug that said, you are the best in the video that led us here. Members of the Discord were capable of decoding the steganography image portion using the key, who is Menson Herschel, to get the following coded text showed on the screen. Now I've been trying everything I can to get this text decoded, but so far I have been unable to find any breakthroughs. What we can guess right now is that this text was encoded using a Vigenère cipher, and I do believe that through a mix of using the decoding key, you are the best, and a bit of brute force on my end, I have been able to decode the first sentence of the message as, bad human have done terrible things to Menson, but we are still a long ways away from discovering everything about this story. And that is what more or less brings me to why I made this video. The Who is Menson Herschel ARG is a fascinating story that captures the same level of interest and humor that the Gilbert Garfield ARG does for me. By the way, if you want to see a video on that ARG, let me know in the comments. The content provides a good mix of humor while also still being creepy and having some genuinely difficult puzzles that are truly taking a community to solve. If this story at all interests you, I urge you to join the Discord community for this group and help us free Menson Herschel. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want more content like this, leave a comment on the video and subscribe to my channel. Your support is going to keep me diving down these rabbit holes. This is the Blackwood Archive, and I am out.